Before I get into my remarks, I just want to say Mayor Portman, other council members that are here, community leaders, fire department, police department, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, veterans, and members of the community, thank you. Thank you for doing this every year. Thank you for all of your service. It means a lot. Everybody wants to thank folks in the military for serving our nation. But if you're a Boy Scout, you're a Girl Scout, you're a mayor, other elected leaders, police, fire, you are serving your community and you're giving back. So let's just say thank you and a round of applause for everybody here. Thank you. Okay, so when I arrived here, as I said, I did grow up in Long Island. I have lived in New Jersey, New York, but I now call myself a Texan. So when I got here yesterday afternoon, I came downtown, wanted to take a look and see where this event was taking place, and I was very pleased to see this monument that's behind us. I've been fortunate enough to, I've been over to Normandy twice. I've been there for the 74th and 75th anniversary of D-Day. But if you aren't tracking, starting this week, starts the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And there are monuments like this all around the Normandy region. And the local townspeople take great pride in having these monuments that represent the freedom that the French people got from Nazi Germany as the Americans, the English, and the other allies came through to liberate them. So I was very taken back when I stopped by here last night, read what was on the monument. So again, thank you to the town of Red Bank for what you do in taking care. It's important, as you've heard the rabbi and the chaplain say, that we can never forget, and history is important. So first observed after the Civil War, Memorial Day was initially called Decoration Day because families gathered to remember their loved ones by decorating grave sites with flowers or flags. This tradition continues across America today. Every Memorial Day, soldiers from the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard, place small American flags at every grave marker in Arlington National Cemetery, as well as the Soldiers and Airmen's Home National Cemetery. In proclaiming the first Decoration Day in 1868, General John Logan, National Commander of the Grand Army of the Republic, wrote that we should not only remember those who died in defense of this country, but also renew our pledges to aid and assist those whom they have left among us, the widows and orphans. Today, we continue to honor those left behind who paid a personal price for us and our nation, our Gold Star families. If we have any family members of fallen service members with us today, please allow me to express my appreciation to you on behalf of those present. We are humbled by your sacrifice, inspired by your resilience, and grateful for your continued service to your communities. Next month, as I mentioned, we begin the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of D-Day. As we look ahead to this milestone while gathered here today, we are again reminded of the true cost of war. On June 6, 1944, more than 160,000 Allied troops landed along a 50-mile stretch of heavily fortified French coastline to fight Nazi Germany on the beaches of Normandy. As troops began heading toward the French coast on that historic day, General Dwight Eisenhower pledged that we will accept nothing less than full victory. More than 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft supported the D-Day invasion. By day's end, the Allies had gained a foothold on the continent of Europe. The cost of lives on D-Day was high. More than 9,000 Allied soldiers were killed or wounded, a high price they were willing to pay to defeat the enemy and secure freedom across the globe. Their sacrifice allowed more than 100,000 soldiers to begin the slow, hard slog across Europe to defeat Adolf Hitler's Third Reich. 12 soldiers were awarded the Medal of Honor for their heroic deeds during the Normandy invasion, which lasted from June 6th all the way to July 24th. The soldiers on the Normandy beaches embodied our Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. When Eisenhower gave the go-ahead for Operation Overlord, he said, "The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and the prayers of liberty loving people everywhere march with you. Today, our eyes are upon all those who've given their lives in defense as we remember sacrifices America's children, siblings, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents made for this country and the freedom we enjoy today because of them. This Memorial Day, I hope we can remember the common bond we all have with soldiers who have gone before us, who selflessly served our country and paid the ultimate sacrifice. We honor them participating in a national moment of remembrance, a call to pause at 3 p.m. local time today to reflect on and remember those Americans who died in the service of their nation. This legacy of proud and honorable service lives with the brave men and women who continue to serve in uniform today. Our current generation of soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and Space Force soldiers are currently deployed to locations around the world, often serving in harm's way to defend this nation, as their predecessors have done for the past 2.5 centuries. At a time when only 1% of eligible Americans volunteer to serve in the armed forces, we all owe a great debt to those who serve our country in uniform, both past and present. We know all too well that freedom isn't free, and the support our service members receive from their friends, families, communities, employers, elected officials is vital to the success both and off the battlefield. If you are a veteran who served our nation, please raise your hand so we can all personally say thank you for your commitment to keeping our country safe. While we are always looking forward and preparing for the future, we are always very mindful of the past and our predecessors' awe-inspiring accomplishments. Today, in your own personal moments of reflection, I ask that you remember all of our veterans as you consider the enormous debt owed to all who have served this great nation. I ask, too, that you include in your thoughts and prayers the wives, the husbands, the mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters of those who served. The silent service of our military families must not go unnoticed. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity to be part of this commemoration in your community today. I thank you all for supporting our troops who continue to wear the uniform and make sacrifices every day. God bless all of you, God bless our service members, and God bless the United States of America.